There's no end of the world, no explosion, no fire in the sky, no single moment when everyone suddenly realizes it's over. If a black hole ever appears near Earth, the worst part won't be what you see in the movies. We'll keep living our lives while the universe has already started erasing us. Imagine a totally normal morning. People leave their homes, cars sit in traffic, planes take off right on schedule. Nothing hints at a disaster. And right at that moment, somewhere near Earth, something appears, something impossible to see. It doesn't glow, it doesn't emit radiation, it doesn't even look like an object. But it has mass comparable to an entire star. The space around it begins to change, not violently, slowly, subtly, like the surface of water gently bending under something heavy. On Earth, no one feels it yet. The first signs don't reach people, they reach machines. Satellites detect tiny orbital deviations, so small they're written off as errors. GPS starts acting up. Navigation glitches, just barely, not enough to raise alarms. Engineers reboot systems, but the problem doesn't go away. A little more time passes, and then physicists notice something that genuinely terrifies them. Clocks in orbit start running slower than clocks on Earth's surface. The difference is microscopic, but it's stable and it's growing. Time is slowing down. And time only slows down for one reason: gravity. But there's no star nearby, no planet, nothing visible through any telescope. Just gravity. A void that weighs far too much. That's when scientists realize, if they're right, humanity is already inside a scenario with no good way out. There might be a black hole near Earth. While governments figure out what to tell people, the effects become physical. The moon is the first to show something is wrong. Its orbit stops being smooth. It stretches slightly, like an invisible force is pulling it sideways. The oceans respond even faster. Tides grow higher, then sharper, then unpredictable. Water rises without a storm, recedes without reason. Coastlines flood where floods never happened before. The sea no longer answers to the moon, it answers to something else. And here's the thing almost everyone gets wrong. A black hole isn't a cosmic vacuum cleaner. It doesn't suck everything in. If you were far enough away, you wouldn't even notice it. But Earth is too close, and the black hole does something far worse than pulling things toward it. It makes space itself move. Space begins falling inward, like a river sweeping everything along. Planets, satellites, light, everything just follows the current. Earth isn't flying toward the black hole. Earth is drifting with the space that's falling into it. Satellites are the first to break. Their orbits fall apart. Some burn up in the atmosphere. Others drift into the void. Communications start failing. Navigation becomes unreliable. Planes lose their bearings. The world begins to feel uneasy, but doesn't yet know why. Beneath Earth's surface, something far more dangerous is happening. The planet's gravity is no longer uniform. One side of Earth is being pulled harder than the other. Inside, tension builds. The mantle shifts. The crust cracks. Earthquakes strike places that haven't moved in millions of years. Volcanoes awaken, not because it's their time, but because the planet is literally being deformed. Earth is losing its shape. It stretches like a droplet of water right before it falls. This is called tidal disruption. It's how black holes destroy stars that come too close. And now it's happening to an entire planet. People start feeling strange things. Weight feels wrong. Balance is off. Blood pressure fluctuates. Some feel weak. Some get dizzy. Some feel a sudden, unexplained panic. Not because they know the truth, but because their brain senses something is off. Time no longer behaves the way it should. Clocks on Earth and clocks in space drift further apart. Signals from distant spacecraft arrive delayed. Hours pass for us, less time passes for an outside observer. We begin to fall out of the universe's flow. And then comes the point of no return. Earth's orbit destabilizes. The black hole's gravity takes over. From here, only two outcomes are possible. Neither is good. In the first, the planet is torn apart. The atmosphere goes first, then the oceans, stretched into giant streams of water. Continents crack, and everything vanishes beyond the event horizon. Every trace of Earth is gone. In the second, Earth falls into the black hole whole, slowly, no explosion, no final moment. For us, it would be hours of terror. For the universe, we'd be frozen at the edge. We would never fully cross the event horizon, not to an outside observer. We would just keep slowing down until we stop forever.